evening, brothers and sisters. I've come again this evening to continue a series of a video to completion. I will not waste much of your time this evening. I want you to understand that our culture is the same all over the world. In our culture, human rights is the same. Be you black, be you white. Human rights is human rights. In as much as Nnamdi Kanu has been made or accepted as a citizen, then whatsoever right accorded to a citizen of the British is to be accorded to him because he is a citizen. Now there is nothing like partial citizenship. There is nothing like class in the rights of a human being. There's nothing like class. That is our culture. When we come to class, we talk about leaders. As a leader, you are the servant. While the servant is your leader, it works the other way around. Let the greatest among you be your servant. So, in the culture of an Igbo man, which is the culture of Africa and the culture of the world, that is the standard. So why will the world suppress standard and choose fake? Why will the world suppress that which is right and promote that which is wrong? It is from the mouth of Mustafa. He confirmed my testimony to you that when oil was discovered in the early state of Nigeria, some forces outside there said no, they cannot be subject to these blacks that is fighting the country till today. General Mustafa said it. When will we learn? When will we come out of this bondage as black people, as Africans, as an Igbo? The only man who has the power, the only man who has the knowledge, the only man who has the wisdom to bring black man out of the bondage of this dollar bill is the Biafra man. And that is why Biafra is a struggle. That is why the movement of the freedom of the people in Biafra land can never stop. You think you can stop IPOB. Before IPOB, many has come. And remember that IPOB have raised a standard. So another group, if IPOB fail, that will come, will be more dangerous than IPOB in wisdom, in intelligence, in application, in everything. Don't think we will have a limit. No! When we display this, you think you know, we go higher. You think you know, we come above you because we will always be above you. Give us a chance as Biafrans. British have no diplomacy. America has no diplomacy. Give us a chance. And we will teach them diplomacy. We will teach the world how to do things right. They know. I want to testify to you that in as much as Biafra is granted today, there is no contest in the world we will go and lose, we will win. I bet the world. Talk that Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze said it. From boxing to football, any athlete out there that is contestable, a Biafra man will win it. I want to bet the world. If first 10 years we don't do it, shut it down. Talk say I talk, because I know the power we possess. I know who we are. So that thing that we are is that God that the world is afraid of. And that is the real God. The Igbo man God is the real God. Find that God. That is the source of life. That is the source of wealth. That is the source of living waters. Go and make your research. So we'll come back to the dollar bill. Before I conclude on dollar bill, Look at my hands. It is 5 fingers. And these 5 fingers channel to one place. And when you come inside here, one arm is holding these 5 fingers. All of the arteries of these 5 fingers run individually to the brain. This is the only closest explanation I can give to you about God. There are 5 in 1. 3 is a character. 2 is also a divine character. Then the other 2 that make it 7 is inward, invincible, which is the star and the eye. You can call it a star at the center here, or the eye, and also the virtue that grow here. Now, this 7 is a man. Man is 7 things. 5 is visible in man, while 2 is invincible. That is the thought. That is the ability of your thought. That is the invisibility. That is your heart. That is the invisibility. That is the mind. That is the invisibility. Now, these 7 make up the mind the same way it is in the God. These 7 kingdoms are product of one being, the King of Kings. You can call it God. That is your thought, but it's my father. And I am a prince from his lions, a descendant of his lions, assigned here for a purpose. Which purpose I have begun with you here. Now, the devil and the darkness and the kingdom of darkness, or the kingdom of devil that we are, or let's say the Christian world will call it purgatory. Is that purgatory? No, they will call it hellfire. Maybe the end of the living, whether paradise or hellfire or prison, as the Christians have so many names in classifying one thing. That is the confusion. So the English languages that is being used to classify a thing makes us confused. So the end of a man, either paradise or hell or prison, as the case may be, where is that prison that is endless? Is inside money. The worst you can do is to allow your soul to be trapped inside money. When your soul is trapped inside the kingdom of money, you can never return, neither will you have rest. That is where the everlasting punishment lies. I am revealing this to you. They who labor for the Lord should labor for the Lord. If they labor for money, they shall surely perish. I am not the one that wrote it. It is a scripture. He who labor for the Lord should labor for the Lord. If they labor for money, they shall perish. It is written. In the translation of the Mormon language, they say, he who labor for Zion should labor for Zion. If they labor for money, they shall perish. We are all saying the same thing. So the perishness of the souls of man lies in the money. You see all these politicians that have stolen money? La lie. They have only trapped their soul onto everlasting or endless punishment. They will be trapped here. Believe me, this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. No pastor will teach you this, but research your scripture. You will find it there. The love of money is the root of all evil. Does it mean we don't need the money? So this is the money. When this money was agreed to be established, a lot of sacrifices were made. You and I do not know. The symbols on this money, we might not understand. We might hear it's just nothing, but it means a lot. The eye here is the seraphim. Now, we know what the eye symbolizes in our culture. Now, trying to trace it here, it is not what it symbolizes here. This is the eye of darkness. Whatsoever authority that established this money is darkness. That is why it's supreme. Bringing down the dollar bill is 80% subjection of evil in the world. I, Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze, High Prince Ugochinyere Amadioha Imo, is testifying to you today that the dollar bill is the devil, is the darkness we are fighting, is the corruption in the land. The dollar bill is the evil in the land, consuming our people. The day we bring down this dollar bill, Africa will be free. Our market is high, our food stock is high, we cannot find good food to eat. This is what the problem is. Our parents, our old ones cannot be taken care of, health-wise, social-wise, whatever. We have no care for the elderly in our environment, but we have a government that is as rich as anything. American government is supporting them, looting our money and stocking it in their treasury. American government and the other government, at least the lead is American government. How much of these dollars owned by citizens from Nigeria that is domiciled in your treasury? You a criminal for adopting the money. You a criminal. I think